Coming here took a leap of faith. I've always lived in the US. I've never left the country before. When I came here, I was surprised at actually how different things were in a very positive way. You know, you hear rumors online and in TV, and you develop a sense of a place, and then you actually come and you live in it. And you realize how disparate the world really can be. I think it's been incredible. It's almost been rejuvenating. Cornwall is a mining community in the same way Colorado was built on mining. I've been finding out that some parts of the U.S. are more connected to the mining heritage of Cornwall than I ever expected. Everyone in Colorado throughout history has come from somewhere else, Cornwall included. And so in some ways you see little inklings of like, oh, that's Cornish. My first day I arrived here, I got off the plane, stumbling around looking for food. And I walked into the campus shops and I saw the warm cabinet of pasties, calling to me like a golden beacon. And I found out that back home, when the Cornish miners came, they brought over pasties and the recipes for pasties, but they exist with a different term. They call them popovers because Colorado, they were cooked over campfires instead of baked over ovens. And so they're different, but they still have that distinct Cornish heritage that links us. I'm already planning to return for the Sea Shanty Festival, because if there's anything I've learned is that the folk music and the folk heritage of musicality in the Cornwall region is such a binding thing. A piece of my being will always be here in Cornwall now, that I've lived here, even if it's just been for a short time. Just the friends I've made, so many people I've talked to, they want to come visit Colorado for, either the craft beer or the skiing or to see the mountains. And then I want to come back for the sea shanties and to try and actually surf for the first time. In the summer when the water's just a tad less cold. The closing of that gap, the making of the world feel small, making the planet feel less lonely, that is so incredible. My time in Cornwall has been bookended by self-growth, pushing my own boundaries and exploring, especially the trip to Boswinger. I set off with a bunch of my Cornish friends here, and we hiked up the coastal paths and stayed in a little youth hostel that dotted the stormy coastal landscape. It almost felt like out of a storybook, and I'll never forget that. I hadn't seen the ocean until I arrived here. Just getting to experience Cornwall, actually learn about the history, the past, and the future, and why Cornwall has come to be. Its mining heritage, its agricultural heritage, its how it's stayed steadfast in its character in an ever-globalizing world has just been one of the best opportunities of my life.